What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Travis. Of course, you are watching TWA Motorsports. And today, yes, we did get rid of two vehicles. And I actually have another one that's broken. And the broken one is my daily driver. Yes, the 2020 GMC Sierra pickup, the gray one that I drive every day. Something's going on there. I'm gonna try to show you guys what I think it is later on in this video. But first, I wanted to talk about what we sold. You know, I told you guys that I was trying to sell some stuff. I was doing a cash grab. I listed several things for sale, and I actually have sold two. One of them sold probably a few weeks ago. The other one just sold yesterday as I'm filming this video. So anyway, the first one that sold was the Bubble Eye. Okay, so the truck that Kohen was driving, AKA the lawn mowing truck, the 90s truck, the one that had all the stuff on it. When we bought it, like, it was a Regency edition truck, so it had, you know, the ground effects, and it had a topper on it. It had wood grain on the inside. It was actually a really good truck. It was completely rust-free, a completely rust-free truck, but all the clear was falling off of it. And it was getting to the point where it needed some suspension work and ball joints, inner and outer tie rods. I'm sure that the A-arm bushings were trashed. And so it was like one of those deals where I thought about keeping it around for a runaround truck, and now at this point I kind of wish I would have, but I listed that thing for sale. And look, those trucks in our area aren't going for crazy money. Even being rust-free, it's not like that mattered a whole lot. I guess if somebody were wanting to redo one, maybe, because, you know, they wouldn't have to fix that, but generally extended cabs aren't like super sought after. So I listed that thing for $3,900, and I had a ton of interest really quick, so I probably priced it a little too cheap, but I did sell it relatively quickly. Ended up getting $3,900. The guy didn't even negotiate, but we did take a couple parts off of it. As you guys saw, we put the drop shackles from it on Kohen's truck. We took that little piece off the bumper, put on Kohen's truck. I think we took the short antenna, and then I did take the HD hood off, which is sitting over here. Now this thing is all beat up, so is the stock one, but I don't know, it just kind of gave it that. I like the nose on those trucks. I really like the Bubble Eye front end. I like it way more than the Cat Eye front end. You know, I know there's a lot of Cat Eye front end people out there, but in my opinion, the Bubble Eye is my second pick behind my green truck there. I think the green truck, in my opinion, that front end is my favorite, followed by the Bubble Eye, then back to the GMC from like 03 to 07, then maybe the Cat Eye. Just my opinion. But anyway, okay, so that one's gone. Okay, that one sold probably a couple weeks ago as I'm filming this video, like I said, but the next one, it's a pretty big void in here because it took up a lot of room. The dually, guys, the dually sold yesterday, and gentleman came out of Kansas City area to pick it up. He's excited. I'm excited for it to be gone. Well, kind of, I am. I mean, I love looking at the thing. I don't need this many regular cab trucks, so in my opinion, getting rid of at least one of the regular cab trucks and freeing up some cash, in my opinion, was worth it. But he's super stoked about it. He drove it home, and it was kind of raining yesterday. I actually sold it yesterday as I'm filming this, but he took the rear end that was sitting over here because, as you guys know, well, you may not know, I don't know if I even showed you, but I bought a rear end for that thing because the rear end was making a little bit of noise. Now, I drove the crap out of that thing. I drove it on an 8-hour trip when I went and picked up the bed. I drove it back and forth to work, which is like about 70 miles round trip a day, and I never had any issues. I would have taken that thing anywhere as far as driving it wise. It runs and drives great. It's just that rear end's a little noisy. So I think it was a pinion bearing, but the rear end I bought, I was actually able to drive that truck before, and so I knew it was good. So I sent that with him. But yes, that truck is now gone. So late last week, as I'm filming this, my gray truck started making noises, and we're gonna pull that thing out. It's actually in the basement garage right now. I've been kind of jockeying it around because I didn't want to get it somewhere and have to have the thing towed back to the house. It sounds like it has a supercharger on it, which, like I said, we're gonna pull it out here in a minute and kind of show you, or maybe I'm hoping the camera will pick it up so you guys can hear what's going on. I've ordered a part for it that I'm hoping fixes it. we'll get into that here in just a minute. But now that means I have to drive something out here as a daily. And the only thing that really checks that box is the green truck. So what we're gonna have to do today is I'm gonna have to get the green truck off the lift. We're gonna have to move Kohen's car. We're gonna have to move some stuff around. As you know, we've been working on the OBS. We're gonna have to get some stuff out of the way so I can get the green truck off the lift. The other thing, I don't know if you guys, somebody's probably gonna say something in the video, but yes, the C10 is gross right now. Guys, there was a little cruise yesterday that was like a 100-mile cruise. Awesome. I probably should have filmed it. I took a couple pictures that I'll be posting on Facebook, Instagram, if you guys follow me there. But yeah, look, when we left the house, the roads were dry and it was kind of misting, but it wasn't like getting the road wet. Well, the deeper we got and the further away from the house we got, the more it was misting and the road was starting to get a little damp. And so you guys know how I am about keeping stuff clean. It was just excruciatingly hard for me to drive this thing and get stuff on the side. Now, it never got to the point where the truck, like it was raining. It was just that nasty mist that kind of like just flies up and gets on the side. So I've got my work cut out for me cleaning this thing. Like I said, makes me crazy. You guys know how I am, how OCD I am. I would normally never take something out that's in the shop in the rain, but I had to. Well, I didn't have to, but it was a fun day. Kohen and Cam both went with me, and so we got to drive around kind of out in the country. And like I said, it's about a 100-mile cruise. I'll be posting some pictures. But I guess the next thing let's do is let's see if we can jockey some cars around here, get the green truck off the lift, because really what I want to do is I want to get the green truck up in the top garage where we can be driving it. I want to get the gray truck in here, and we may just end up pulling Kohen's car out and putting it on the rack, since we have freed up some room in here now with the dually being gone. Well, after some car jockeying, as you can see, we've got this thing in here, and I don't know if you guys can hear it right now. I'm gonna have Kohen rev it up a little bit, just slowly. Hear that? That's the problem. Definitely a problem. Okay, Kohen, shut it off. So here's what I'm thinking, guys. I hate the fact that this is a complete stretch belt setup, okay? You guys saw me do a stretch belt on the old Suburban for the AC unit because they don't have a any kind of well, they have an idler, but they don't have a tensioner.
Same goes for this. There is a stretch belt. You can go ahead and shut it. There's a stretch belt on the AC and there's a stretch belt on the main drive. So I need to go grab a light here. Let's go get a light over here. But anyway, you've got to cut both belts off. I'm really hoping that it's not the water pump, okay? I had my dad rev it up the other night while I was listening to it. And the water pump requires a little bit of assembly to get it out. There's just a lot to take out. The idler, however, right there, just the little idler pulley, I'm thinking that could be the culprit because it has a ton of vibration on that. I put a piece of pipe on it and kind of was trying to hear, you know, because the truck's still high enough where I can't get over the front. I know it's filthy, but anyway, I'm not 100% sure. Here's the downside. We're gonna have to put a new belt on it, and if it's actually the water pump, I'm really not gonna know. I don't know. Once I take the belt off, I may try to spin the water pump and see exactly what's going on. But now you could see what's happening as far as like jockeying cars around to drive something. With the dually gone, Kohen's extended cab gone, there's really nothing else I'd want to drive. And it's not supposed to rain. I mean, I could drive the C10. I could drive, I guess, Kohen's Corvette, or Kohen could drive his Corvette and I could drive his truck. But yeah, that's kind of what we're left with is, since this truck's broken, I need it fixed like immediately. So I've already ordered the part. So you guys are gonna see that in a video coming very soon. I will, I guess, let you know whether it's actually the pulley or if it goes deeper into the water pump. If it is the water pump, you've got to take the fans out. In order to take the fans out, you got to undo the transmission lines. You've got to take the air intake out. You got to take the fuses off on the passenger side over here. You've got to take a ton of stuff off just to get to the water pump. Not to mention, you guys know it's going to make a huge mess underneath. I may actually, if that happens, I may pull Kohen's vet back off, put this on the 4-post and do it there. I don't know. So crossing my fingers, guys. Cross your fingers for me as well. But if you did enjoy this little update video of the stuff that's sold, the stuff that's broken, and the stuff that we are now daily driving, go down there and hit that thumbs up button. If you are not subscribed, guys, get subscribed because we got a ton of stuff coming on, obviously, this and everything else in the shop. And of course, like always, ring that bell notification. That will notify you every single time we drop a new video here. I may have just said that, actually. Stay tuned to see what we work on next.